Hey, and welcome to Map 2 of Duke Nukem's Shrapnel City chapter. This is Bankroll, and these pig cops are shooting down on us from up top there, so we're going to get rid of them quickly. Going to destroy these bins as well, because why not? So you can see we're like in a back alley here. The level continues on from where we dropped off last time, which is pretty neat. It's got the nice little feel of a continuation. Take out these guys here. We're going to take out the pig cop there who's hiding around the corner. So as we step out here, you may recognize this from the last video. This was the area which we accessed by going through the no clip in the wall, because we could actually look out onto this area, which was pretty cool. So you can see it's fully developed here. There's a bunch of enemies waiting for us, including these pig cops stood behind the pillars here. So as we're taking this pig cop down here, there's a bunch of enemies in front of the bank entrance here. There's also some enemies shooting from up top though. We just got to make sure we don't take too much damage. I'm going to use the pipe bombs here to take all of those out. If we click here, we can jump behind and grab the chain gun, or the ripper if you want to call it that. So this enemy appears when you grab the ripper, so it's worth kind of keeping in mind that he will attack you pretty much as soon as he sees you. Going to lower these up here. So you can see up top there's some enemies shooting us from that window there, but we're not actually going to go up there. We're actually going to head up along this little slip wall here. So this is a bit of a secret area. You can see there, that's where we were looking down from the previous level. It's literally just a square room. Unfortunately it's not as interesting as it was looking through the other way. I'm going to use the steroids here to jump across, because we don't have a jetpack to rise up there. There's an enemy here, but the reason we're coming here is because we get the RPG, which is really useful. There you go. So as we head inside here, there's a bunch of pig cops waiting to ambush us. I want him dead before we continue on in this level. I do kind of like how this level's designed. Like it does feel very much like a small little suburb where there's a bank and there's lots of office buildings looking over the bank. It does feel like a nice little well-designed area. And if we go inside here, we can head up to the office where those enemies were shooting down on us. Use the RPG there to clear those guys out. Oh. So you can see this is like a little office building. We can shoot that to grab the blue keycard, and we can grab the Devastator there, which is going to be useful, let me tell you. Some enemies have spawned in front of the bank, so we're going to drop down. But yeah, I do like how this area is designed. It's a very nice little arena to shoot the enemies in, and we head this way to get inside the bank here. So you can see there's a pig cop behind that plant there. That's why I used the RPG there to take him out. We've got to be a bit careful because there are some enemies over there who are going to be taking aim at us. There we go. That switch is hidden by the shadow over there, but I don't really use the holojuke unless I really have to. So as you come into this room, there's actually a little trap here. These trip mines appear on both sides, and as you kind of make your way into this office area, there's a small little ambush that occurs, so you've got to kind of be ready for that. So in order to progress here, if you look around you can see stuff on the walls. Is that October 2007? Wow, God. The future has already happened. So you shoot that switch to open up the door here, and this gives you access to the vault area. Now we can't get inside the vault there, but we are going to come up to one of the more interesting puzzles in Duke Nukem 3D. So you can see here there's a switch, and you're supposed to hit the switch to open the doors and hit the switches under the desk there. Do not hit the numbered switches over there. Literally just hit the buttons under the table. If you start playing around with the switches over there, you're gonna only be here for a long time, because it really messes around with the thing, and trust me, it's just not worth it. It's a lot more complicated. It looks a lot more complicated than it actually is to solve. So there's a shootable wall there. That lets us go straight back to the bank vault. Excellent. You can see here there's some enemies, the red keycard, and a jetpack and some boots in here, which is very nice. If you have a jetpack before you come into this room, you can actually just jetpack over the top of all this. You don't even need to do this puzzle. So I recommend doing that, to be honest, because this puzzle's just kind of meh to me. So when we open the vault here, we see that there's an absolute metric ton of enemies inside there. There's some Octobrains, there's a couple of Battle Lords, and the thing is, these guys are nasty. Oh wow, we're getting picked off here by the other Battle Lord. We'll take down these Octobrains here. But you can see this is the bank vault, and it's been kind of corrupted into like an alien spawn place, or wherever the aliens are laying their eggs or whatever. So you can hear there's some oh wow, that came out of nowhere. Octobrains who've appeared here. So these come from the start of the level. Basically these guys spawn in once you've kind of killed the Battle Lords and all that. So they actually spawn out here. Now the thing is, you can get to the end of the level pretty easily without ever facing these guys. These guys are mainly just here to kind of, you know, stop you. But if you hit that, you go to the next level, and it actually sets up the level at the end there, because you begin in the same spot. But yeah, you can see there's the pipe bombs I was talking about earlier on. They do make the beginning of the level a bit easier if you find like the big swarms of enemies a bit much. So, but we are of course going to quickly dash in here. So you can see, unfortunately, this is not that impressive. It's just a little room with red lights in it. It's supposed to just kind of look vaguely like the last level, because you're not really supposed to be able to get in there. But yeah, this is Bankroll. I like this level. I think it's a nice, tight level. It kind of circles around on itself, and there's a lot of nice little details that kind of make it feel like an actual lived-in place. This is the kind of level that Duke Nukem 3D really excels at, in my opinion. The kind of place where it feels like people are actually working and living, and this is something that I think Duke Nukem overall really kind of stands out on, especially when you compare it to the likes of Doom and its contemporaries. But yeah, Bankroll's a good level in my opinion. That bank vault is really nasty at the end of the level, and I can imagine more than a few people have been caught out by that. But as always, let's dive into the N64 version of Bankroll here, and you can see there's a big Duke Nukem graffiti on the wall there, which is pretty cool. The pipe bombs are still here, so I will actually grab them this time. We want to take out the enemies on the far side over there, because I don't want to lose too much health. That graphic is so funny to me. But overall, the level is pretty faithful at the start here to what we saw in the PC version. If we jump in here, the pig cop will spawn there. So interestingly, he's up top there in this version. And even more interestingly, when all these enemies spawn in here, the pig cop isn't actually around the corner on the right there, it's actually up top. And you'll see that when we turn the corner here, because, yeah. So in the N64 version here, you can see there's a few more graphics on the wall, like a few more spray paints and such. I don't know if that one's there in the PC version, because in the PC version it was a lot darker. In this area, the shadows in the PC version tend to be a bit harder to see. I'm just going to use my pipe bomb here to blow up those enemies. You can see how the pipe bombs that you grab at the start really do make a difference. So we open the secret here, we get the SMGs, which is fine by me. We've got to get rid of these. So up top there's those enemies again. So I do want to try and, excuse me, I do want to try and get that RPG equivalent. Same room again, same design. It's a nice little detail, don't get me wrong. I'm just kind of saying I wish they'd kind of put a bit more in there, like so you could see the full room, but you know, that's a nitpick. That's very much a nitpick. Let's save that babe there. So as we head around here, I just want to make sure I don't run off the edge because of the steroids. Yeah, you can see there's like graffiti on the walls a bit more in this version, which I kind of approve of. It's a nice little detail because that kind of thing would happen. As we head through here. Destroy you. I do like this area because it's a nice little trap for you, because you wander in here, you're probably expecting one or two enemies, but there's a whole swarm of them waiting behind that wall there. And there's a lot of health here as well, so any health you lose you can pretty much get back. Again, enemies spawn outside the bank here. Man, cannot hit a button with these to save my life. So we get the rocket launcher here. You hit that switch, it lets you open and close the door there. Quite why you'd want to lock yourself in there, I don't know, but good for you if that's what you want to do. You can see the pig cop is still here. Hello? There we go. Got it eventually. Performance issues there. Performance anxiety. I'm just going to use the grenade launcher here to blast all these enemies. The grenade launcher I love. The only problem I have with it is that sometimes the grenades can sort of bounce back on you, and before you even know what's happening you can very much kill yourself, so you kind of have to be a bit more careful with this. Also, it's not as useful as the RPG, just because, like, as you saw there, the grenades kind of bounce off. That's why you should probably just use the RPG for RPG stuff.
Ready for action.
So again, we get ambushed here. So as we head into the bank vault area here, I think it's still very much the same in this level. The puzzle here is also the same, so again, don't make the mistake of playing around with that. Just go and click the buttons under the desk. Those are the real way to get through. So, now, this is interesting. They've changed this area completely, so no longer do you have like those little gears going around. There's actually a full-on area here. Oh, God. So, yeah. Okay. So that was a nasty little trap there, because if you didn't have much health, those drones would have got you. Okay. So we're wandering around here. Now remember, I've never played this version, so this is all brand new to me. And I'm kind of looking around here going, oh, I did not expect any of this. So you hit the switch here, and oh my God. So many cannons shooting at us. What? So yeah, let's take these guys out. So you can't go through that door, you have to go this way. Oh god. So there's one down there as well, which we're going to take out.
Who wants some?
It's very interesting, all this. The fact that like they've changed this entire area. I'm guessing the gears just weren't workable on the N64. So have a nosy around down here. You can grab yourself some pistol ammo, which, you know, never going to say no to. But yeah, there's no, as far as I can tell, there's no secret doors down here. But if you go on this teleporter here, you can pick up some ammo and some armor here, which, you know, good times. Ah, this brings us over to that door we couldn't open earlier. That's cool. Oh, wow, what's going on in here? We'll save the babe there. I assume there's going to be some kind of trap here. There was a trap here, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I was expecting something a lot worse than that, so I guess we can be grateful. Okay. Oh wow. See, none of this is in the PC version. I kind of prefer this. Low key, I do actually kind of prefer this. This feels a lot more fun to explore than the Gears area. What's down here? Ah, so the jetpack here. I'm assuming that's how we get out of here, because you'd have to really want to die down here because there's no. I can't see any way out of here other than using the jetpack. Can we go down this way? I'd love to know what's down there. I may come back and no-clip that later on. Okay, so how do we get out of here? Okay. Oh, the door's on a timer. Okay. A very tight timer as well. So I'm guessing we have to use the jetpack here. Good luck doing this on an N64 controller is all I'm going to say. With the controls this Duke 64 has, like on the N64, good luck with this. Oh, okay. So enemies have spawned in behind us. I like this. I'm going to be upfront. I prefer this to the PC version of this area. This is actually really cool. I kind of like that because it kind of, in my opinion, it kind of fits better with the theme. Because like the big gears, I don't really understand quite what they have to do with a bank, but that all felt like a secret vault, which you'd find in a bank, wouldn't you? And it had like security areas and everything, so it was actually, it was well themed. That it's a nice little extra area. But no more enemies have spawned. It also a lot more enemies in this level as well, I noticed. So we're gonna try doing this, and I hate this. Unfortunately, they kept this part in, which for me is just a bit of an obnoxious, like, end of the level. I think I did something there. I wasted that then, didn't I? Lord. So these guys are going to chase me through the level here. Gotta be careful here, because I don't actually want to die, because I would like to see the end of the level, but if I die here, I'm not that bothered. Let's see if I can go back and grab any health before I get chewed out here. I think it's a bit mean to put two battle lords like this at the end of the level, but you know, I guess like that's the whole point. This is supposed to be a bit mean. Yeah, so it's good. Oh, he's on the left there. Boo. So rather than replay this whole level, I'm just going to quickly show you the bits I wanted to show off. So this is the area that looks back into the previous level, exactly the same as the PC version. And at the end of the level here, you can see that this is very much the same kind of deal. The wall here cracks open and we can basically access the end of the level. So yeah, let me know what you think of Bankroll. Are you a fan of it? Are you not a fan of it? Do you like Shrapnel City? Do you not like Shrapnel City? And thank you very much for watching.